Definition of ready. Now that we have discussed acceptance criteria and definition of done, let us discuss definition of ready. The definition of ready is a set of rules or criteria applicable to each user story in the prioritized product backlog. A user story must satisfy the definition of ready before being considered for estimation and inclusion into a sprint. The definition of ready puts the onus on the product owner to properly define requirements for each user story. Without properly defined requirements, it will be impossible to get reliable estimates, and the Scrum team may not be able to effectively complete the required project work. The definition of ready criteria should preferably be defined by the Scrum guidance body. However, there can also be project or organizational specific definition of ready criteria that will need to be added or updated. There may also be additions or updates to the definition of ready from the Scrum team. The Scrum team commits to work on those user stories which satisfy the definition of ready criteria. Review of product backlog items against the definition of ready criteria is a continuous activity that takes place as part of the refined prioritized product backlog process. Some of the definition of ready criteria are: user stories are written in enough detail so that they are understood by the Scrum team and can be used for estimating. User stories have well-defined acceptance criteria. Any related documentation that provides clarity about the user stories are included. User stories are broken down to be small enough to be completed in a single sprint. Thank you for learning with us.